Get playing. Let me hit my goddamn key of the intro. That voice kind of Oh yeah.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, that's it.
Got him! Got him! Welcome. This is Mr. Know It All. I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get Petty Tuesday started.
Yes, we are.
To get down to the nitty gritty because something got to be said about this subject. Something got to be said. So go ahead, tell everybody the subject, and let's get it started.
All right now. Well, hello everybody. First of before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know It All on Facebook. And if you want to show him some love, the information is there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
Not a thing, not a
Not a
thing.
thing. But hey, the subject for tonight. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was just gonna say, hey, Rhonda, she was on here early.
Oh, okay. Hey, Rhonda. What's up? The subject for tonight, hey, what do you regret the most in your past relationships? Or what should you have done differently? So if there is something you've regretted in your past relationships, let's talk about it.
Mm.
And then, if so and if not, hey, what should you have done differently? I know there are so many things that happen in our lives. We say, oh, I should have did it this way. I should have moved that way. Oh, I should have had no children. Oh, I should have one kid, one child, not a kid, but a child. But hey, it is what it is. So we're here to talk about it.
Okay.
So what you got, Mr.
Well,
Petty?
me, I got some petty stuff from the door because I'm just a petty type of dude. She said, Rand. Uh, um,
She said she should have done differently. She should have
boom.
went. What's up, Priscilla?
And that's one of the first thing I said. Meeting them in the first place.
I know, right? I met him at KFC. I'm like, shoot, I ain't eating no more KFC. Forget that it's over with. I don't like KFC.
Hey
Hey,
Nina.
Nina.
Hey Nina. Hey Nina. What's up, Priscilla? In his house. Priscilla said she should have ran. Should have just took off. And I say the same thing. I be like, I shouldn't have never stopped. I should have never stopped. I don't know what's going on. Okay. But basically, I think I had, I think everybody live with a little bit of regret, but I don't think I really just have a regret because I think everything is life and life experience. So it really don't bother me too much like that. Just saying, "Ooh, I wish I never met him." But you might have met somebody worse, or you might have met somebody. Um, can I say this is gonna throw some people off? You might have met somebody better, but not for you. That's crazy, ain't it? But
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? Like I done met ladies, and I said she just too good. Nah, I can't deal with this. She want to go. She want me to go to Bible study now. Nah, I can't do all this. I can't do all this. She Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, I like.
Really?
I mean, you do meet people that you feel like is good, too good for you in a way. I mean, not like okay, like say if you like to go out and somebody say, I don't mess with clubs, I don't go to clubs, and you be like, oh, they don't go to clubs, so how am I go out? And then she gonna think I'm something dirty because I go to club, or you know what I'm saying? Like people look down on people who don't do what they do.
Okay. Well, then you know that wasn't a person for you anyway, right?
That's what I'm saying. But you also got people that do them and don't mind you doing them. So that's what I'm saying. Like you got some people that go to church and they don't care if you go to the club. And you know what I'm saying? Just like you got people that smoke and don't smoke and they together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So birds of a feather.
Hey, Erica. She said, "Hi, I'm Erica. I mostly regret that I didn't cheat in my past relationship. Why you regret not cheating?
I just can't with Erica. I can't with
I
her.
want to see her reason. Why are you saying that though?
She said past relationships with the S on. Look at the
I
slick side.
understand. I
Look
understand,
at,
but I'm
look at
saying,
this.
what is the
Yeah,
regret?
she ain't say past relationship. Past relationships.
So you feel like things would have been better if you had
Never
chilled
had.
with Jody or somebody else, right? That's what you're saying.
Oh, she regrets she never had a relationship with a married man. Uh,
But I'm just saying, if you had a relationship with a married man, Rhonda, what would that have gotten for you? You just want to see what it's like,
yeah, probably. Well,
or
I think what it is I think married men sometimes have the best relationships when it comes to having a girlfriend because I guess it gonna sound crazy, but I guess
I'm listening.
because um, the girl know her role and the wife know her role and sometimes sometimes the wife knows something and you know what I'm saying it's kind of crazy, but I done seen dudes that's married have long girlfriend you know girlfriend type relationships and I think some men said it's better because now you got one woman, extra woman, then you out here running all around the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, whatever that means.
Some men run around the streets and they have about uh two, three, and then if one has got a girlfriend, the girlfriend keep him in check, and then check, check, and check.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Hey, Erica. With your cheating self. No, I'm just
Priscilla said they all cheated on her. Okay. Okay. So they all cheated on you. So that's why you regret not getting them back. Revenge. Vengeance, huh? But
well,
listen, like I'm saying, like you feel like meeting them in the first place. Of course, we're thinking like, oh, I should have went another way, or I should not have even given this person the time of day. But you did. But it was something that you can take and you learn from it. I'm not going this route again with this crazy person because when you meet one crazy person, that's it. It's crazy, crazy, you know? So you stuck.
let me get a long one out here.
But look, hey, before we carry on, shout out to Shundazzle. Check out Shundazzle on Instagram, Miss Wendy Friday on Facebook. She makes these earrings, so let's support black businesses. Hey,
All right.
Latasha.
What's up, Latasha? Amy, his ass.
Rhonda said, I had more power over him than his own wife did. I'm not proud of it, but I won't beat myself up about it. I was young and foolish.
Mm.
That's how it be. Them young girls get the married men and they be toying with them because they know
Oh,
that make them feel
she
young.
regret. Let me see.
She
She
regret
regret that she.
being with the married man.
Oh, okay, okay, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yep. And they be talking about leaving their wife. You be like, no, don't leave your wife. We need her because we don't want you here all the time.
Right.
Hi, Jennifer.
What's up, Miss Nelson in his house? Um. So, what you think about that? Read that long to do list under there.
Oh, Lord. Staying too long, thinking you can change them, what the breakup would do to the kids. And that's a lot of issues. A lot of people are still in situations because they're thinking about,
The kid.
oh, he'll change, or I can change him. I can make him go to church. I can make him come to my family functions. Or if I leave him, what will my kids think? Or how will we make it? But hey, it is what it is. You have to have a mind of your own. If somebody consume your head space that much, where you even have to think like if this is a terrible place for you to be in, you don't need to worry about trying to change this person
Tell you this,
your
but
liking, and you don't have to worry about what your kids would think because they're gonna think whatever you tell them if you have control over your children.
yeah, but like I think with that first one, I think
Staying too long.
with the staying too long wondering what I'm gonna do without him. If you got to wonder what you gonna do without him, you need to stay.
Wait a minute now.
Because obviously you ain't got a plan.
You don't have a mind of your own.
No, I'm just saying, thinking, no, what I'm gonna do without him means, okay, he paying bills, he doing this, he doing that. Sometimes them relationships, you if you don't know if you ain't got no plan, you need to stay where you at.
Right.
Because
And most of the time that
you
be the
gonna end up struggling for real, for real. Cause see, some people, I'm gonna tell you what I done seen. I done seen, I remember I done seen a woman getting with a dude, and dude, he taking care of all the kids. He done brought all the kids in, and just like family. But because she's a little bored with him because he ain't this very exciting person. He don't want to go out all the time. This and that. Sometimes ladies can get this mixed up with a little boredom with a bad guy. With
right,
not he not for me. You feel what I'm saying? And you
right.
go out here and you go get a dude that you think for you, and he ain't nothing that the other guy was doing. No, no, he ain't paying no bills. He ain't taking care of the kids. He's dropping by and dropping. I mean, he barely can take care of himself. He might come by, smoke a blunt with you, and stuff like that. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm
But
saying?
listen, I've seen situation, right? What's up, Chris? He said hello. He said,
Yeah.
let's get
What
it.
up now? What's up? Got the how they say the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I got the boys up in here. What she said?
Rhonda said, that's the thing. I never wanted him to leave his family for me. And that's how it be. When you be in a marriage situation, you don't want to break up the home. You just having your fun.
Well, I don't think. I think people give they self sometimes a little more credit than what's name. Because I done seen dudes that'll tell a woman, "Oh yeah, I'm finna leave. I'm finna leave. I'm finna leave,"
And
and
it
it
be 10 years and they still
right.
leave.
He's still talking about she won't let me go. She won't let me go.
She's trying to take all my money if I leave, so I
But
gotta
you
stay
know
here.
what? But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what happens, and I talk to men all the time. And the reason they won't leave because they feel like if they leave that one woman, this other woman is gonna change into that type of work woman and worse. Because if you leave her for this woman, now this woman gonna have in the back of her mind that you might leave her for
For
another
another
woman,
woman.
and you gonna get into all kind of stuff with her, not trusting you. The trust out the door.
It never been there.
Cause she was a sad woman. The trust is out the door. So you already done put yourself in some extra stuff.
Right.
So this is what a man told me. And I'm sorry, ladies, because I know somebody ain't gonna like this. But he said, never make number 2 number 1. Because they ain't gonna never appreciate being number 1. Number 1 is a special place to be in. And some ladies, whether they know it or not, they made for number 2. They're not even made for number 1. They don't even want the responsibilities that number 1 got. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
and a lot of times when some ladies nowadays get into a situationship with being number 2, right?
yeah.
You in that whole situation, you're feeling like you got the upper hand because you're thinking like number 1 doesn't know about you.
Right.
But she figured, if this is his number 1, she noticed changes. She noticed things going on. She noticed the way he touched her different. She know that he touching somebody else. We know this type of thing. Women can feel this stuff. So we know this.
Do you think
but we just don't say anything all the time.
Do you think men feel the type of thing too?
I'm sure they do. Cause
what up? Let me holler at my boys right quick, because I got a couple boys up in this thing. What up, James? And he's ales.
Hello, James.
When them boys show up now, we got it again. I mean, God, what's the thing? Uh-oh.
Chris says, staying too long is a young man's game. She pulled a pistol on me twice. It's not something an experienced man would be able to say.
Right.
Oh, my.
Because if you're experienced, she pulled a pistol once, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm out of there. I'm going to play like it was all right that night and be like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll be already packing my stuff while she at work next day and everything. I gotta go. She gonna kill me.
That part, you better know. If they pulling guns, it may go off.
Okay, son. It ain't gotta be no gun. A gun, a knife, a BB gun. I don't care. Anything that I feel like gonna hurt me, if she threatened me with it, I'm finna go. If she called the police, I'm gone. I'm sorry.
You better run, Forrest.
Running.
Rhonda said, I was young. I had my own life to live. It had went on for so long. It had no business being a full relationship. But, when you get used to things like that, you kind of just flow with it because that's what you're dealing with now. So when enough is enough, that's what you say.
Oh, somebody say, all right.
Rhonda said, you are right, cause I didn't want the responsibility of being anybody's wife.
Right. Because, whether people know or not, that is a big responsibility.
I believe it.
And I don't think most women even want to give a man that much attention of being the number 1. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of women are juggling 2-3 men. They ain't got time to make one man number 1.
Yeah. And look, don't have time and don't desire to, because when you can have all this fun, why commit to anything? You just do your thing.
And that's the thing now. A lot of ladies like the fun. They don't like all that commotion that number 1 might have to go through a little argument here and there. See, sometimes number 1 then got numb to arguments and stuff like that. She can handle stuff that
don't even care to fight about it.
Number 2 can't handle. Number 1 will be like, he'll be like, da 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 da. She'll be like, all right, your food in the oven. She you know what I'm saying? She ain't even none of that stuff. She done heard it before. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. You must. Can you go? You need some.
You not going to see Susie tonight?
And they'll say stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it like this. Just because your B made you mad, don't bring that here.
Don't bring it home. You keep that out there in the street. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Don't bring home what you got problems out there where you need to learn how to handle your own
So what
stuff.
you think about the kids? People stand together for the kids because I done seen dudes soon as his child graduate from high school, or as soon as he get out of child support era, he gone. As soon as he is child, hit 21, he be like, you know what? I'm done.
Oh, wow. Hey, it is what it is. What's up, Wendy? Oh, Rhonda said I was argumentative. Okay.
Yeah. You ain't see Wendy said good day to everyone.
Right. I gave a shout out for Wendy's
Uh,
earring, Shondazzle. Yep.
she
On
said
Instagram.
she was argumentative.
Yeah, he was argumentative.
And then I think that's it too. Like, I think number one recognizes that a man need a certain level of peace. You know what I'm saying? A good number one. Now you got some bad number one that drive these dudes crazy. Right? But see, I think them the number ones that really kind of control the household. Like the man kind of staying with her. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Or she's probably orchestrating everything that works in the house. Like she run the bills and pay everything,
Well, I still feel like she got a certain level of control. Even if she paying the bills, I feel like the house in her name or something. You know what I'm saying? The cars in her name or something.
But
Something
that's
that she
that's
got a little power over him where she be like, you can go. Like,
look,
hey, car I'm gonna pay for. You got like 2 more notes, player. Everything in my
look,
name. I done
look,
heard
that's
women say stuff like that too.
yeah. And look, that's one of the biggest problems. Like guys meet these women and they decide to move in with them. That don't give you no leadership of household standards if you move in with a woman, unless you have a clear understanding about things before moving in. There have been guys that got with a girl, moved in with her.
Um,
He's paying all the bills. But if something happened that she doesn't like, she still feel like, oh, I can make you leave here. Your
yeah.
name isn't on anything. You gotta go.
And I feel like, just like she said, the brains of everything. I think from the dawn of time, even though even very smart men still let the woman halfway run the household. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the house belong to her. She pick out the curtains, she pick out the mattress, she pick out the refrigerator, she pick out everything. He just go by. Hey, I want this. Let me go get this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't feel like that's just the brains, everything. It's just she keeping up with everything, the bills, this and that around now. And I think sometimes, men will get caught up in that and a man will be there with a woman 10, 15 years and then wake up one day and realize he ain't got nothing. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything
And
in her.
that's what's terrible.
Yeah.
If it
That's
takes
what
years
that's
to
what
get there.
breaks dudes down. And that's why I used to tell people that's what's so scary about marriage. It's not dudes that ain't scared of marriage. Dudes are scared of divorce. Women are divorcing men. I just looked at a new study at the rate of 85% that women are filing for what's name? It's only 15% of men filing for divorces. It's 85% women. I mean, women get so fed up and through and they out of there, especially with this no fault divorce and all that. Well, it ain't nobody's fault. I just don't like them no more.
In,
I mean, hey,
irreconcilable
right.
differences.
I mean, that means she stopped giving you some pussy.
Nah, they still be knocking boots.
No, that what that mean though. Like
She got
most times
Jody.
when they say irreconcilable differences, she done shut it down. She done said, nope, this thing on lock.
But
'Cause-
you know what? That stat that you just got, I'm sure that got to be recent because I know
yeah,
during the pandemic,
it was
divorce rate
bad.
has really increased because
Right.
people has been forced to be a part of their significant others' lives, and seeing them on a daily basis being stuck in the house, and you
Oh,
realizing I don't even like this person. Why am I married to him?
well, what it is people don't realize men and women live different lifestyles, different worlds. And when you take two different worlds and you try to force them to coexist, see, I'm gonna tell you what happened. See, ladies sometimes got this thing in their head, how they want to live their life. And it always been that was friend girls and friends was always for you to go out, hang out with your friends, then come back home, chat it up with your significant other, what you do today. Oh, I hung out with the girls, we did this, we did that, boom, boom, we went shopping. And then boom. But what the pandemic did was it's just you and I'm not able to hang around my girls. I can only hang around you. And it was driving ladies crazy because they were like, he don't do nothing like them. I don't who is he? I'm,
Right.
I'm just saying, like, you never known them because y'all always did separate things.
Separate things, never did anything
And when
together.
once you got forced to be around him all the time, you saw every flaw, and then you start seeing patterns that you said, I don't like this, I don't like that. Oh, you smoke too much. Oh, you do this too much because he got to sit around you. He used to be out there getting drunk. Now he getting drunk around the house. It don't look right when I see you all day and you tipsy. Nah, player. You know, it just certain things, and just like dudes used to go to the store and chill at the store and thing. It don't look the same when they right there.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen like the guys used to go to the convenience stores and hang out. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, cold. Nobody want to be around no dude coughing. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. So did you ignore all the signs? Yep,
I
I
think
did.
I think
I was so caught up in the moment till I just ignored all the signs. I saw the signs and I ignored them like, oh, it would get better. Oh, it would be different. You know? Oh, dumbfounded, gullible. Yes, I was. I was.
you
Ignored
ignore
all the
all
signs.
the signs, like all of them. I'm just saying because like I think we say we ignore them, but I think we just looked over them. I mean, it's not ignore. It's like you said, I can handle that.
No,
It keep on going. No, I'm just saying mentally you say, I can deal with it. But then once you dealing with it on an everyday basis, see, because let me tell you something. Say you dating somebody, and if y'all just going out 2 times a week, it don't seem that bad. The little flaws and stuff don't seem that bad because you see them a couple times a day, a couple times a week or whatever. And then
hmm
y'all might just speak on the telephone or whatever, the rest of the week or whatever. But when you get to seeing a person every day and the stuff that used to bother you a little bit, it bothers you even more seeing it every day. See that them 2 cigarettes he used to pull out while he was dating you on the weekend because he was trying not to smoke around you and stuff.
hmm
It don't seem bad. But when you at the house with him and or you chilling with him and all that day you done seen him run through 10, 10, 15 cigarettes. Now you like, God dog, I ain't never seen you smoke like that. You just wasn't around. And that's how it be sometimes.
hmm
Uh-oh.
Rhonda said, that's why I don't understand how people work with their spouses. Ain't no thrill of seeing each other once you get home.
You know what? And I can't I I feel you on that, but I know people that do that and have good relationships. Cause I done seen like even businesses, you know what I'm saying? Like I done seen wife and husband businesses and but it's like they see each other, but they still doing different things. Like say if she's secretary taking care of paperwork over here and he a mechanic in the other style, they really ain't really together, but they kind of like they watching. It like it makes it better because you ain't. if he miss a phone call, you know he in the garage. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you panicking. Where is he at? He ain't answering my phone call. He might be under a car, doing thing. But you could just walk in the other room and say, "Hey, what's the name?" And I think that was helps some of them relationships when people have a lack of trust and they feel like they need to be around their spouse. Sometimes some people feel like they want to be around their spouse a little more.
No, but what if, say, for instance, you met your spouse at your job
Right.
and y'all end up being together? So
Y'all,
would you quit
if
your
one of
job
y'all,
because they
nah,
work there?
if one of y'all ever lose their job, y'all gonna separate
Why?
because, like, say this, just like they say Nissan and other places. Like once you done seen how people meet and interact and all that kind of stuff at a big job like that with a lot of people, it says it's even it's worse even at a toasting store. If you got a woman that work at a toasting store, it's plenty of dudes with money just coming up there shooting a shot all day long. Hey baby, if you a man, I do this and that and that and that and that all day long. That's why a woman have to be so much stronger than a man on stuff because they know they getting pros 15 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
A man get pros maybe 3 times a week. A woman get pros 15 times a day. And I'm just keeping it real.
Well, that's your assumption. So, okay.
No, that's facts.
No.
So you think men get pros like women?
Not like women, but we don't get approached that much.
Well, okay. Reason I say 15 times because it is according on what you wearing that day. If you put on a dress and some heels, you're getting the whole 15, 20 times that day. Now, if you
That's if they run into you. Okay.
wear some Jordans and some slacks or some baggy pants, you might do 3, 4 times a day or something like that. But either way, it's gonna be way more than me.
Rhonda, Chelsea said, Rhonda, whew, I would never do that. She's talking about working with her significant other. Rhonda said, me either. It's too much. We have work boyfriends too.
See, she already doing it.
Well, the pandemic has put people at home, so you don't have a boyfriend no more.
That should make the man stand up.
That should make the man stand up on his game, knowing his woman can pull anybody, huh?
No, see that ain't the game though. See, it ain't the fact. See, just because all these men coming up to you and speaking this game and this and that, they don't want to make you his woman. A lot of them just want to hunch. They know if you at this place getting all these men, if you at a toasting store, they know it's 1,000 men coming up in your face every day, and they don't want them problems either. So yeah, you guys think how a man thinking. If you at a nightclub and you work at a nightclub, he want to hunch, but he don't want them problems that the other man gonna go have too. Just like your boyfriend got a problem with me at the bar hollering at you, he don't want them problems either. So he ain't trying to keep you, he trying to borrow you. So don't get it twisted just because a lot of dudes come at you that 90% of these dudes just don't want to keep. They just want to hit. 90% of them. Every now and then you have a dude that want to oh yes, I want to make you my wife and all that old type of stuff. But and he probably if he catching a woman at a bar and trying to make her his wife, he already at a low vibration because her job is to talk to you and make you smile anyway. So he already is looking through false glasses already. She nice to everybody that come up in there. And that same dude, when he come to the bar just checking on her and see her talking to him, her being nice to somebody else because she trying to get them tips what she working for, he gonna get jealous and he gonna try to get her to quit her job, and then they're gonna cause more problems. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, I'm just laying it all out. Just
Okay.
how these dudes kind of be sometimes. I be watching dudes and seeing how they move, and a lot of dudes don't want the problems that they seek. They'll get you from a place, and then they want you to quit the place because they can't handle you working there because they know men running up in your face all day.
They know how they got you.
Right. So you got to watch that part.
Just say, Rhonda, let me correct myself. Not anybody, someone more qualified.
Mm. Yeah. I
Oh,
think
okay. I
I,
was trying to see what was she talking about. She said that should
I,
make the man stand up on his game, knowing his woman can pull anybody. So she was like, not anybody, just someone that is more qualified than what you have, I guess.
there's sometimes in the eyes of the beholder because everything. How you remember that old saying? Everything look green, ain't
Look,
green.
it ain't good for you. The
You can
grass
look
don't
at something
always
and it
be
look
green
better.
on the other side.
It look better than what you got, but hey, you keep on. You keep on.
Rhonda said, gotta think just how these men think.
No, don't do that. You'll be lost trying to think like a man. Do not do that. Do not do that. Look
What's
out
up,
there.
Terrence?
Oh,
Hello, you're
look
so
it on
sweet.
camera. Oh. She on camera every Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay. Look, she said it exactly. Y'all keep on talking about um thinking like a man. Uh-uh. You gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
You're gonna go wrong trying to think like a man. All I can say, they put women on here to be the beautiful creatures of the world. And then they want to be like a man, a barbarian. Like they want to think like a barbarian. Have you ever watched these movies? I
I
mean, you
tell
want
you,
to
you
think like
watch
a
too
man?
much TV.
No, I'm saying this is real life, from caveman to man to street to gangbanger to all this. These are how men are out here, thinking. And if you think like that, um, okay, I put it this way: women are thinking like this sometimes. Just like on Scarface, he said, first you get the money, then you'll get the power, then you'll get the women. That's what women thinking now. First, I'm gonna get my money, then I'm gonna get all this power, then I might get a man if I need one. You know what I'm
If
saying?
I want one.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, it don't work the same. It don't work the same. Cause a man always gonna value a woman more when he got money than a woman gonna value a man when she got money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus, men act right when you do them like that. Oh, so when you start doing them like they do you, then they act right? I want to see that happen.
What book you learned this from? y'all be coming to these books and stuff, and then she gonna put on here emotionalness. Women can't be emotional.
Emotionless.
What women are filled with so many emotions? It's just boiling out all over the screen, just everywhere. Just blah blah blah. Emotionally. See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Every
you know that
time I hear women talk about being like a man, this is crazy.
but this is the thing that women are beginning to face. You
Okay.
know, a lot of times men can hold in their emotions
Starvation.
or are expressing themselves. So now women are getting into this practice of of not expressing themselves or showing emotions or showing that they care. They're being more hard and raw. And that's the type of thing that men are saying now that women are converting to a man
Yeah.
stance.
And they
That's
starting.
what they mean when they're talking about that because of the things that they've gone through in life. Some
Yeah.
women try and build up this brick wall.
Yeah.
But if you're a real lady, sometimes that little softness gonna come out some type of way. But there are women that's out here practicing. That's why so many women talk about, hey, I'm rocking like this. Like Erica
But,
said, I wish I would have cheated in my past
but,
relationships.
but,
She regrets she
but,
didn't do it.
but guess what? Just like I tell women all the time, women think they love harder than men. If they did, it wouldn't be so many men putting women in trunks and everything else around here. I'm telling you,
Well,
women got
I
to
can agree with
really,
you on that.
really
I
got
can.
women got to really wake up and realize how emotionless and dangerous a lot of men is out here when you try to play that game. If you call yourself I wish I had cheated more. Yeah, you could be gone right now. you could be gone right now.
But
Women get cheated a lot. We are starting to see when this stuff is faced in what's name. Because guess what started to happen? Men done got so different that they have to actually pull out a video and take the woman to let the police know that he ain't touching the woman and he trying to get up out of here, and he through with her. And so all these emotionless women that's sitting up there saying, "Oh, I ain't studying these men, this and that," oh, they leaving, but they regrouping, and you changing these men, and you ain't changing them for the better. I'm telling you, man.
listen, just like like women,
Mhm.
we feel like men don't show their emotions, showing that they care. Right. They're not telling us and they're not speaking these things, but let you mess up, let you do something, let you leave. You'll see that side that they care. And that's what you mean about being gone, disappeared, put in the
Yeah,
trunk on the side of
yeah,
the river.
yeah.
It's
Let you
these days.
let
Dudes out
let
here really
let me
doing
tell you
this type
something,
of stuff.
because men and guys so heartless, they feel like it's okay to actually take other men back to their main house and hunch and don't care about getting caught, thinking that this stuff gonna end well. All these things ain't gonna end well because I'm gonna tell you, some dude, and I'm gonna tell you this, some dude that got a woman at the house with his child. He doing everything. He paying the bills. He licking on her and this and that. If he come home and see a man jigging on his woman and she moaning in this, it's over with. It's over with. If there's a gun toting, which most dudes are now,
Right.
most dudes, if you look around,
They not
every
taking
dude got a gun.
slingshots no more.
When I came up, dudes didn't have guns like they got now. Everybody got a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it happens, it just goes down. When you read the news every day, somebody just get killed. Somebody got killed today. Somebody got killed yesterday. Just check Jackson out. Y'all keep playing with these dudes. Keep on looking at the news and seeing who doing the killing. Every now and then you get 3 girls in a year killing people, but every day men are killing people. Okay,
Oh
keep
Lord.
on with all this. Oh, we'll be just like men. No, you ain't, because you ain't running around here with 50-round clips, 100-round clips, ready to shoot up everybody, shooting up cars, the lot, shooting up whole clubs. Men are running around ready to shoot up everything.
Over
If
a
you
woman. Look,
everything.
okay, you remember there was a Facebook thing where a guy had shot his child's mother and killed her outside the house.
Uh,
And he was in the house. He was feeding his child, telling the child to just stay calm, and the police were coming and they were looking for him. So he
right,
kind of barricaded in the house.
right.
So these type of emotions hit guys. He loved her more
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
decided to move on and was going with another dude. I've seen so many situations where females had broke up with a guy, and although they broke up however long, she's moving on and she feel like it's okay, and the new guy end up be the one dead.
Yeah, because see, people don't realize one thing. All these love songs where men talk about I give you the sun, the moon, the stars, and
They get
everything.
people
These
killed.
are men saying this. So this men is saying I kiss you, drink your dirty water, and all this. These are men that's saying this. These ain't women. These women saying no pain, no gain. Yeah,
Look, we
you
don't
know,
say, but
saying,
actually, no, no. There is a love song now that Lettucey sing. She said, "I would do anything for you." So that's one. That's one in a long time. But most of these
let me
love
tell you,
songs coming up, Keith Sweat,
hey,
Sonny Gill,
when you
everybody, they were singing
hold
this
on.
love
Guess
stuff
what?
for
Guess what?
women.
When you listen to a man love song, he be talking about, I ain't going nowhere without you. I ain't going nowhere, baby. What about them songs? Them songs, I ain't going nowhere. It gonna be me, you, and him. Yeah, you done heard them songs too, ain't it? Let's catch up on these what's the
Wendy
name?
said, "Yes, she is cool." Okay. Rhonda said, "We gain that power first. The money gonna automatically come then." Okay,
Yeah.
girl. Let me tell you, one
Keep
thing you
going.
don't take from a man, don't take his money.
Oh no, she talking about no. What she's saying is, remember I told you where if women get to the point where they get the money, then they saying then they get the
Well, she
power,
said the
then they get
power.
the no, huh?
She said gain their power first.
The money gonna come. We gain the power for no, they don't. You got to have money for
She said, "Yes, we can."
ain't
Wendy
no
said,
power. Ain't
"Exactly."
no power without money.
Jill said, "I'm just talking smack." We know you are, girl. You better stop that. She said, "We are very emotional creatures. I cry to him about everything."
What, come on, wait.
Chris said, "An emotionless woman is a ooh, psychopath."
Psychopath. I'm telling you, she gonna be in there chopping up little pieces of glass, putting in his food,
You
poisoning
want
him,
steak and gravy tonight? I
poison,
got you.
yeah,
I
poisoning him
I
and
got
everything.
you. You
Yeah,
hungry? I wouldn't be.
throwing hot grits on him when he go to sleep. Man, no.
Ah. And look, my dear, the show Tyler Perry. Remember, he was doing scenes and they're like teaching the women cook
Hey,
these grits. Just let them beat you up.
look, you
But
see,
when
see
I
what
leave out,
Paul
you
said.
hit them with the pan and
Look,
throw the grits.
she said, now that's just foolishness. Now look at, damn, I was just playing. He said, and that's why some women need protection. You can have protection. Your little 10 bullets to them 100-round clips gonna hit different. It
Right.
gonna
By
hit
the time you
different.
pick
When
up,
you come
pow,
out,
you
he's
dead.
like, pow, pow, and he go up. You got my son, and that what that nigga. And look, he goes, I'm gonna kill everybody.
You remember the dude? You remember the dude in Brookhaven? He went and killed mama,
Okay,
kids, sister, auntie,
right. And
cousin,
listen,
everybody.
and guess what? That was in Mississippi. So keep
Yes.
on playing. And look, they thought he was playing. He had killed everybody. He's still around here. He ain't even kill himself. He
No.
went to jail.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
What's up, Michael Bailey?
What up? Michael Bailey in
Mr.
the
Bailey in the house.
Yeah.
Chelsea said, "It's me. I'm the psychopath."
Okay.
You playing, but I can't.
Hey, look, I be trying to tell you what, man, like men are on a whole nother level with the violence. Always have. Like when the last time you heard of a woman doing a drive-by with 100-round clip? I'm just saying. When you know what I'm saying? When you heard shooting up 2, 3 cars or this and that. Okay, what woman did a school shooting? To do me that. I'm just saying.
Chelsea said, "Nah, I ain't playing." Yeah, you a psychopath? Oh, okay. You hear that, Tony?
That's what that in Miami
Uh,
relaxing by the beach.
okay, Mike.
Man, is it raining down there? Cause I should have took that ride with you that way. Cause it been pouring down here like they grow rain here or something.
Mike, while
Yeah.
you there, wiggle your toes in the sand for me, please. Thank you. Oh, he said nope, it's not raining. So we all need to go to Florida.
Now, what about this one?
Being what society wanted me to be. Hey. Yeah. Hey, that has been my thing.
Hold on. Marcus in his house. You know, anytime you got another Marcus in the house, Marcus in his house. What up?
Oh, okay.
Michael Bailey and Marcus in the house. Everybody relaxing and all that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you. And look, he don't drink margaritas. Just tell him to hit a Corona or something.
Well, he can drink a Corona margarita. Chelsea said drink one for him. He said I'll be wiggling, but it won't be no time.
And I believe him.
I can't deal with him.
He said,
Marcus the bartender said I'm the real Marcus.
nah, he Marcus number 2. I was born first.
Oh,
I was already walking, crawling, and speaking. So he was even thought about it over here. Okay. Oh, so
so back to being what society wanted me to be.
yes, it is 2 lemon heads on this thing.
Right. Two Marcuses.
Now, what you were saying about the
being what society wanted me to be.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, just for instance, like, you know, me coming up, you know, how I was reared as a child. You know, it's certain standards you have to go by. But of course, you know, when you get older, you try and veer and do your own little thing. But then you have to live a life that is appeasing to family.
Yeah.
Or when you get around family, you have to act a certain type of way, because I have a church filled with preachers and pastors and deacons, you know. And I'm just a little different, you know, not that, you know, I don't love God and all that stuff, but you know, it just diverted me in a different way. Right, said you were about 10 when he was
right. I already knew how to ride a bike and everything.
You was about to go to middle school then, weren't you?
I had already did a couple grades.
Oh, Lord. Mike says, society want me to care for multiple women. So do you want to do what society want you to do, Mike, or what you want to do? Because I'm sure you don't have a problem with, you know, being what society want you to be. Oh, Lord. He said you just couldn't read. Oh, wow.
You ain't got to know how to read when you got game like this, dog.
Uh-oh.
He said, yeah.
A mess.
I'm telling you.
You better stop it now. You know the monkeypox is real. You better be careful.
Let me tell you, when we break down being what society wanted to be, I think we was kind of trained, like at a young age, they used to tell us, oh, be a fireman. Oh, be a police officer. Oh, be a teacher. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
No.
And you know, when I first heard that Snoop Dogg thing, and they said, hey, what you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody. And it's like when I heard that on that album, I was like, now that's what I'm talking about there. That's the first time I heard something different. You know what I'm saying?
That was probably kind of real. But look, like for instance, coming up as females, you know, you're taught to go to school, get an education, get your job, get your husband, have your children. You know, these are the steps they want you to take. Get a house, you know, things like that. But everything doesn't always work that way.
Yeah. Tell Mark what the topic one more time.
Hey Marcus. The subject for tonight is, what do you regret the most in your past relationships? And what should you have done differently? So if there's something in your past relationships that you regret, Do you think that there's something that you probably should have done that would be different? That would be much different.
You hear that? Women
Hmm?
more dangerous
Mike
than
said
men.
women are more dangerous than monkeypox. Monkey. Oh Lord.
Bam.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Life is life. Why regret your choices?
Mm.
A lot of times you feel like you should have been so much further or done something different to make your life better. But I feel like a lot of things that if we didn't go through it in life, we wouldn't learn from it.
Right.
We wouldn't be where we are. Maybe we feel like we want to be in a different place, but that's life. Like you say, life is life.
Yeah.
So I just can't regret everything I went through. Just like, with me getting married, I felt like that was the worst thing in the world. I should have never said I do or I will or could and all
Let
that.
him,
But
let,
I had a son.
let him be a man. Let him be a man. Okay.
What's that
What you
mean?
say? No, she was saying let a man be a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea said, I don't regret it. I was a gremlin then and I'm a gremlin now. Oh, Lord.
Pour water on it, some little gremlins jump off front. Uh-oh, there go a new one. Oh, I got bunches of these subjects for him tonight. Come on with it.
Miss Know-it-all said, my own bad behavior, not finding my person. Okay, because of your behavior, how you were acting, you didn't find the right person.
Oh, them two different. I just put them together.
Okay, well, help us understand.
Okay.
Break it down for me.
Okay. Okay. I'm finna share this so you can read that. Cause if I wasn't name, it's gonna be like what? Let me see. Let me do it like that. All right. Is it big enough for you?
No.
Let me see. Yeah, it was a little low, little low, little low.
Okay, my own bad behavior. Having affairs and alcohol, addiction problems, had this list, but only for those who are not still engaged in those behaviors. Many people struggle hugely with the pain and shame of hurting partners and children. Although living with this regret difficult for them, it's also healthy. I always say to my clients, what would it say about you if you felt nothing? To make a mistake is human. To set it on repeat is another story, though. If you have messed up and since made a change, practice some self compassion. You've earned it.
Mm.
Having affairs. Let me go back. It said
Okay.
having affairs and alcohol or addiction problems hit this list, but only for those who are still not engaged in those behavior. Okay, so it's saying like your bad behaviors
Yeah,
has caused
okay.
you to hurt people, type of thing. Okay.
Some people don't realize how their own bad behaviors, their alcohol addiction problems, and stuff like that make them act towards their partners and children and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Mhm.
you'd be a totally different person.
Right. People don't even know you. They be like, "Dang, good there."
Not finding my person. This can feel very sad, especially if the lifestyle it leads you to is not the one you had in mind. If you wanted a partner with whom you could have a family, for example, it can be difficult to accept it's not going to happen. Those feelings need time and space to be processed and to heal. Beyond that, the important thing to remember is there are many ways to live a meaningful life, and that no one can take the pursuit of that from you. Okay.
All right.
So just say for instance, if you one of those, a man, you went and got married, you
Mhm.
got a wife, and you find out your wife can't bear children. Then what do? What Mike just said. He said, I regret I didn't start a polygamous lifestyle until later in life. Oh Lord. No, don't regret it because you got something from it. You got a gift. You got your kids.
Right.
So just try
Yeah.
and take that positive, and now you out here where you can be yourself and you can just be polygamistic all you want.
Well, I think a lot of things are helpful, like relationships are helpful to control some of them urges and stuff too, because healthy relationships help people live longer too sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that because a lot of times you need control of your carnal mind.
Right.
You would get caught up in things out here feeling like this should be satisfaction from what society has instilled in you. Just like we were talking about people that do oral, everybody doesn't do that, and everybody don't feel like that is something that needs to be done. So if you're not introduced to this type of thing, why would it even be an issue? That's just like drinking. If you never drank before, don't start, something you didn't do that will probably consume you or become a
And,
bad
and
habit.
you know what? And I think that sexual addiction is the same thing that's messing a lot of ladies up with men sometimes, because like say if a man is a good man and say he's looking for the right person, but a woman start off the thing and like it's women that start off, do you eat coochie? Do you, I mean, women are so blunt these days and asking
Very direct.
questions that would turn a man off of saying, you know, because then you putting this thought pattern in your mind, eating
How
coochie.
many dudes
Then,
down there doing
then,
that to her?
then you got to think, if she thinking like this, that means she got to do this. So then you thinking how many times she done did this. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets in your head and it start messing with a man. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? If a woman get out here and say she start doing too much, a man get to realizing how easy it is for a woman to get sex. So if a woman is out here really just starting off in her teens, 20s, and she's getting sex, she don't want no relationship, then she try to settle down at 30, and he be like, when the last time you had a relationship? He's like, I don't believe in all that stuff. I'm just settling down now and I want to find somebody. And he be like, so what you been doing all this time? You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't a virgin, right? What you been doing? So I've been wilding, so
But I'm just saying that
free.
standard,
You
that
know, if
standard,
no, I'm
that
just
standard
saying,
will make
but
men judgmental of women, is what you're saying?
yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
a woman probably came and said, "Oh, I've just been free of, what's name," he just thinking about. Especially, you got to think about it. It's according on what kind of town you in. If you in Atlanta, this don't feel so bad. But if you're in an old small town like Jackson, or you're in a small town like a little country town or something, and she been getting around like that, it gonna show. Most women have to leave a town. Most women leave a town just because they got a reputation that
That's
they
why everybody gone to Texas.
can't shake. And that's why they done pew 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 pew. They go out to hey, listen, soon as you hear a woman say this town ain't big enough for me, you like, you leaving for a job? Nah, I just want to see some new people. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, just, hey.
Mike said, "Wait, what you said about R6? Oh, dang, I don't know what you're talking about."
So then you think about this here, I mean, I get on the next subject.
Yeah, you better leave that alone.
So we got both of that out the way. My own behavior and not finding the right person. Did we get that out the way?
Yeah. So that's part of regrets. That's what you were talking about.
Um,
Hanging with the wrong bunch that got you in trouble. I know, right? Now
yeah.
you got life.
Well,
20 years.
and see, that's when I look at relationships, like just being in relationships, because relationships get you in all kind of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So relationships can be really challenging but it can also put you in different spaces that it can get you a record where now you can't get a good job. You know what I'm saying? It can do a lot of things to you. Read what Mike said.
Mike said, not oral sex. It's like dry ham sandwich. Don't nobody want it. If you hungry enough, you eat that mug.
Ah, uh-oh.
What's up, Jay? Jay said, I got too many regrets to count or remember, but I appreciate my growth to this point. Though I still have so much more to go. But I figure if I change any of the things from my past, then my present oils easily and probably ends up worse than it is now.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to change nothing. Even when I think about little bullet wounds, stab wounds, I wouldn't want to change them because I wouldn't have the stories to tell. I wouldn't have every it's just like every war wound and everything. I remember listening to a Masterpiece song. We used to get hyped and be like, "Wow, check my war wounds, my war wounds. Every soldier got a story to tell. It's real. Check my war wounds. This is real life. This ain't no fucking cartoon." Okay,
Uh-uh.
so it's like a lot of men like you can have stories about everything you've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hanging out with this person, being with this person, wilding out, the nights that you did this, did that, trying to hide, cover up stuff, all everything. You got all these stories. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we do too. We have stories to tell
Oh,
too. So I understand.
we know because most of y'all stories came from hanging out with men. Too. So our stories are y'all stories, and y'all stories are our stories. I'm just saying, ain't that right though?
No, so you
No.
say.
Okay, well, you might be right because some women hang out with other women. So I mean, they got other stories that's more interesting than.
Well, a lot of times the stories that women have by being with a man, she don't normally talk about that. She ain't gonna be telling her business. What you mean? They don't talk about the wilding out stuff, like you just said, being with guys. And a lot of times you hang with guys, you around here just being bad, just getting in trouble, just being, out there.
Yeah. I now I don't think there's wasn't. I think back in the past, people didn't talk about doing this stuff, but I think now is a new age, and
And
women
don't care.
women don't care. They will tell you, yeah, I did this and I did that. I don't think they tell a joke about the I don't know, you know, the banging. If they wild out and had more than one, two, or something like that, at a time or some train. You know how back in the day you say ran train.
Yeah, but
I
they try
ain't
to
never,
keep that a secret. The
yeah,
guys used to tell. They used to talk about it. Yeah, we knocked her off. All of us just happy to talk about it. And I'm thinking, like, are
but
you
you know
really
what?
thinking about what you're saying?
Girls used to talk about it too because like maybe a girl that was in the area or that was with her spread her business. See, a lot of times, sometimes the guy didn't. They might have just confirmed it. Yeah,
Hmm.
we did do that.
But
but
I'm just saying, it's just like the morals. If you're not instilled in those things, you can make decisions like that to allow a group of guys to do this to you. What pleasure did you have in that? And some people enjoy it.
yeah,
Yeah, some people really enjoy that type of thing, which
but
is
that's the
different.
same thing about what Mike said. Like he said, he liked the lifestyle. He let and see a lot of women. Some women back then, if it wasn't shameful at one time, they wanted to experience different things. They wanted to a couple dudes get on that thing or this and that or something. I mean, there's women that dream about what that'll tell you. Like when men used to talk about threesome, his women say, well, you, me, and another dude. It's women that actually said that you be like, huh? What you say? But they'll say that. So I
I've heard
mean,
it.
yeah, women will say it. So I mean, Yeah, still trying to forget some
He
shit.
said B is still trying to forget some stuff from last week. Marcus Highway 43 still trying to find me. Oh wow.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, yep. Let me go to the next one. Ah,
Not taking time to find that right person. When you're making drastic decisions with being young and immature, a lot of times you're not thinking about the right person, you're thinking about right now.
right.
So that's what it actually means, like you're having a good time with Mr. Wrong while waiting for Mr. Right type of stuff. So you
Mm,
just out here finding somebody to entertain and or either keep you company for your current situation. But you'll be out here doing it like that, but you're thinking like I can waste my time with this man in my space when I know Mr. Right is out there. The thing that I actually desire, he's out there. But why, how would he be able to find you if you're spending all this time and investing all of you into Mr. Wrong? When
right.
you know he ain't no good for you, he ain't gonna do nothing to better a relationship, don't even have a future for
But,
you to,
but
so you just having this little fling.
but I gotta get back
Gotta-
on this one. I gotta get back on this
I want to hear
one.
it.
See, I think sometimes we always talk about the Mr. Wrong, but there's a lot of Mrs. Wrong out here. And I think a lot of men get caught up because like even when I used to talk to people on drugs and dope things, they used to be like, "Oh, a woman got me on it," like got him on on crack or whatever he doing on drugs, whatever. And I don't see how a lot of people don't realize just by getting involved with the wrong woman would lead you down this wrong path real bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of Mrs. Wrongs out here because I got a song coming out soon, Mrs. Wrong, and I'm gonna debut it probably next week or something. But yeah.
I can't deal with you. But the only reason I was saying, I was speaking from a woman perspective.
Uh-huh.
Mike said, "Ain't that Mary J. Blige song?" Yes, Mr. Wrong. That's what I'm talking about. So I was just speaking from a woman's perspective, although I'm sure that there are some Mrs. Wrong too.
Right.
But I'm just speaking on the standard of females. We a lot of times we be with the wrong person, and we know this, and we know it's not going anywhere. It won't be any success in it. They don't even really like you. They don't even really want you. Don't even want a future. There's nothing you can say that we're planning to have anything for a long term.
And
Everything is shaky. But
that's
you out here wasting your time letting him block Mr. Right from
why.
coming on in and go ahead and settle down and y'all go ahead and retire together.
But I don't even think it's like that because I done seen so many people try to blame it, like on the Mr. Wrong for slowing a woman down when Mrs. Wrong could make you a baby daddy. It's dude that was gonna go to the league and quit because they had to take care of the child. Then they test the child and realized the child wasn't eating heels. And I done seen so many kind of stories about how a woman, the man had his career going. She went to his job and got him fired, broke his windows out and stuff. And I'm sure same thing that happened to women, but you know, it was getting into it with it when I came up. Women were putting sugar in your gas tank and busting your windows and
Sugar?
yeah, all kind of stuff, man.
No, sneakers are better than sugar.
I heard about that too. I
Sneakers will
heard
let
about
you
that
put
too.
some gas in there. You think it's full, just sneaker.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying,
I
like,
learned that from my kinfolk.
yeah,
Shout out to Miss Tawana.
I'm just saying, like, I think a lot of ladies done been a lot of detrimental to a lot of men because it was real good men out here that got into it with Mrs. Wrong and she took them down another highway. You know what I'm saying? And change to another person.
Yeah, look, like for instance, take you down through there. Next thing you know, you on drugs and drinking. You stroked out in a nursing home,
I'm
and
telling
she's somewhere cuckoo or living her life, and
you.
you around here trying to fight to live.
Yeah, yeah. And what make it so bad? I done seen on on platforms where women. I done seen on the G show where women, sing women on there, and they talk about they looking for men. They already dating men, already got men. They on her show looking for other men, and they men in the background in the other
Oh
room.
yeah, I've seen that before. I've
Man.
seen that
And
before.
one lady said her husband was in the
She was
hospital
married.
hospital and think he might not make it, so she already trying to find him a replacement. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
wow, I'm telling you now, boy.
Well, they
And
say the best place to find a man is check the obituaries.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you what's really making a lot of women, raw or different is men watching them how they acting on TikTok, social media, and how they talking about men and saying all the stuff. Like women used to say a lot of this stuff in private. Like we knew women cheated, but they didn't say how they was cheating. They didn't throw it out there and do like how many people they done cheated on in the past. And you listen to them, on the platform, they be talking about, oh yeah, I done cheated on all my boyfriends. And I used to do this, and I think the baby daddy ain't even this one. I got three possibilities. I mean,
Wow.
you would listen to stuff and you'd be like, wow, and you still alive? Okay, okay. No, I'm just saying because I be saying to myself, like, you really as a man have to protect yourself to keep you from doing something to somebody these days. You got to protect your. See, women want men to fall head over heels for them, just really for them to take advantage of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of men that can kind of hold himself together and kind of run, level headed out here, they can last longer. But I feel like if you start going down that real "I love you so much" thing, you gonna mess around and hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or what Mike said.
Mike said, honesty up front is the key. I give a woman a choice. Let them know up front I'm not looking for any type of relationship. Okay, well that's a plus. And you're one of the few. A lot of people just say don't say that. They just go and work on getting the coochie as if something's gonna be in pursuance of a
Mm,
relationship. After they get it, then they just ghost you.
wow.
Then that make women, hey, turn a
What,
little hard a little
what
bit.
that next one is?
Not following my dreams because of my friends or partner.
I'm coming up with something today, ain't it?
I see. Elaborate.
Well, when I said not following your dreams, you know how like some men like they want to go to college and do this and do that, and sometimes a man will have a girlfriend and he want to stay close to her, or he want to be, what's name, and he might have a certain dream and he put it on hold because he want to be around her, and then next thing you know, she might mess around and just up and leave. And 10 years later, you saying, if I had started my stuff then, I would be what I wanted to be now.
Mm-hmm.
But just because I took this route, now it messed up my whole life where I'm, putting pieces back together. Like
So
some
do you
people,
think?
go
Okay, go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say like some people just starting their dreams at 40 and stuff. It's people just getting a job that they kind of want to have, like instead of having your dream job at 25, or you know what I'm saying?
Right. No career started like you want.
Right.
So do you think love is the problem when you let your feelings guide you or your emotions guide you? You know, those type of things can lead you in the wrong direction. You feeling like you have this love for the person, but actually it may not even be love. It could be lust.
I'm gonna tell you this. I
Are
remember.
you at an
I
age?
remember. I remember at 23 where I said, I I'm on this purpose. I got a certain thing I want to do, and I want to do this. I want to do that, and I was like, I ain't doing this love thing, like this falling in love thing. They gonna throw me out, and I just said, okay, I got to direct everything, trying to make myself, you know, strengthen myself because I said when I made it 23, I said I might live a little while because I was in all kind of stuff before I hit 23. I said I might live a little while, so now I need to change up and do some different stuff and really just try to survive out here. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes we get around and we we might have the wrong friends or the wrong partner, and we don't have the person that gonna guide us the right way. We when we should be going to the house and getting ready for the work tomorrow, doing something else, we say, "Oh, that one more drink," or "Oh, we're gonna stay out one more hour," or this and that what got us in trouble, or you know what I'm saying, or And I think that kind of stuff happens sometimes.
But a lot of times when you be out doing stuff, my thing is freak accidents, freak things happen. Like you in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right,
That has always been like a fear of mine. Like, you being caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. How can you get yourself out of this?
right.
Because my dad used to always preach to me. He was like, "Baby, everything done in the dark shall come to the light." So hey, that always got in my head. Chris said, "You got to show a woman you don't want a relationship, because if you doing relationship things, y'all in a relationship in her eyes, and that's true. Don't take me to your family function and introduce me like we not together. You my boyfriend. We go together."
What he
Chris said, "My partner said, if you screw more than 15 minutes, y'all in a relationship."
said?
That part.
Oh,
Jocelyn White said, "Put my family in our business. People will hate on you if they don't have a good man themselves."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I've
agree with
seen
that.
that.
I agree with that because people will put all kind of people in your stuff. Boom. Now I had to add this in there.
Gangs, drugs, sex, partying, college.
Yeah. Like I think all these type of things when you growing up, your relationship with people will put you in these certain things. Like somebody might say, "Man, go ahead, hit that blunt." Being around the wrong person. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
mess you
smoke
up.
that cigarette. Go ahead, hey man, let's go over here and hang out with my homeboys, man. They like this here, but they cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All of a sudden now you hang with a gang and you don't need, you know what I'm saying? Now you affiliated. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Next thing you know, you start changing the clothes you wear. What colors
Right,
you rocking?
right. And now you can't wear blue around them. Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Or now you can't wear red around. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type
Uh-huh.
of stuff. And then the sex. Then you get out here and you start having sex, and then all of a sudden everything changes once you start having sex. You get addicted. That's an addiction in its own thing right there. Sex is an addiction. If you start doing too much and you start learning how to get it, or you getting it too much, I mean, how can you stop it? And that's the same thing with a woman. How can she just I love sex and then go to I don't love sex? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like whatever, like we were saying about the drinking and stuff like that. If you start drinking, how can you tell a person, nah, you can't drink no more? You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem because if anybody together, if you met them a certain kind of way and you try to change how you met them, now it might be a problem for the whole relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, because people can only change when they want to.
that's true.
And the college thing, I just think when people go to college, it's just like I'm gonna say about the army. Like I didn't drink till I got to the army. All of a sudden you get in the army and then boom. You know what I'm saying?
Mike said it's all because of Marcus. Why go to the strip clubs? Oh, you made him go to. You turned Mike out.
Hold on. Don't you say no maid. I was working at the strip club. I ain't make nobody go nowhere. Oh boy. I can't believe he tried to throw me on the bus like that. Boom. There you go.
Hold on, that's pretty long. I gotta wait till it's done rapping. Trying to be someone you're not to keep a relationship together. Oh wow, there are people out there that does that.
Well, I mean, and when we say that, it's like trying to like talk a certain way, be a certain way that ain't you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't being yourself. So really, it's a different you that's in this relationship. And then once you start trying to be yourself, then that's when a lot of the mess gonna start because it wasn't you from the door. You know how they
Right.
say the first couple of months you dating a person,
The representative.
representative. So once they find out who the real you show up, y'all done already had sex.
Right.
I already, did little things, and then now
Did some
y'all
soul shopping.
is talking about, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want this, but now we too far in it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
now you just trying to keep it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and the crazy thing about that, relationships sometimes that you don't think gonna make it the longest, and sometimes the ones you think gonna make it fizzle out real quick.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have been with, I'd have been around women that I thought that just the perfect thing for me, or don't do nothing, don't club, don't do this, don't do that. And, sitting back, talking to them, everything seemed right, but something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like they saying all the things that they want to say just to get, maybe a ring or maybe in a relationship, and you can't, you don't feel like they really being genuine. It's like
So they got a full time representative to tell
right,
you what you need to hear.
right, or that representative might be a person that don't match up with you later on. Like the representative is a good person, but then you realize you're not as good a person that a representative wants you to be.
But like in anything, true colors come out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just get comfortable with the person and you'll be able to identify them, period.
Yeah. So, what you like that one?
Yeah, trying to be
Bam.
something. Change your opinions to match theirs. Child, let me tell you. Now I watch some football, I watch some basketball, but don't think I'm gonna sit there and watch baseball. I don't like watching baseball on television. I don't really know much about baseball other than you hit a home run. That means you're able to run around the bases and make it home.
Yeah.
I watch a little
I
football.
don't like
I watch
baseball either.
basketball.
I don't like
Huh?
I don't like baseball either.
What I'm
It
saying,
just says I like playing it, but I don't like. I used to like playing when I had good knees, but I'll just say
I'm just saying, don't, a lot of people, you
don't
know,
forget to like
like
it.
for instance, let me give you a prime example.
Go ahead.
You know how you're a person, you talk about different things.
Uh,
You give your views of a lot of things. And all the time we have debates
yeah,
because we talk. We'll
right,
debate about something because I feel like I can feel like I feel and you can feel like you feel.
right,
I wouldn't be trying to match you because if I was interested in you or something like that.
yeah,
I feel like I'm a person that's entitled to my own opinion and my own thoughts. So somebody I'm trying to be with, Why would I have to try and change the way I think to adjust theirs?
Right.
You know, it's just like a lot of things that I experienced by being in college. You know, getting an education. There are certain things that I studied and research made me have a different point of view in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it wasn't because of a person having a different review. It was like what I found out myself. So
Yeah.
Mike said, y'all be easy. My dinner date has arrived. Dinner date. Oh, he going to eat buffet style. Okay. He's in Miami, so it's 11:30. Y'all eating so late.
Mm, unless he the
I
only one
just said he going to buffet.
look, unless he the only person eating tonight.
I know he going to eat. It's 11:30. Ain't no dinner date.
Yeah,
Just say your
I
meal
think
is
it's
on the
wrong.
platter.
I think it's wrong for people to, I'm just gonna say I think it's wrong for people to try to change how they feel about a situation, just try to make
To
everything easy.
appease someone. That's
Because
crazy.
because I think you get the wrong idea for who you are, and now the person can't take you serious because you faking and shaking. You know what I'm saying?
You telling the person what they want to hear.
Right. And I don't think a lot of men want to hear want to
If
know.
my stomach's showing in this dress, I don't need no friends to be like, "Oh, chick, that's cute." No, tell me the truth. Tell me that don't look right on me. Don't have me out here looking in a kind of way. Although I be seeing it, I was just trying to see what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Now what you think about the laugh?
Saying the right thing just to avoid a fight. Well, hey, I do. Sometimes I be like, whatever. Yeah, you're right. When I know you're wrong, I
Yeah.
don't feel like all that confrontation. A lot of times I do avoid confrontation.
And I think ain't nothing wrong with being mature, but I think you ain't got to say the exact thing just to appease somebody. I think you can come at it in a way that you can say, well, whoop de whoop, but da, 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 da. You feel what I'm saying? Well, you slip in what you really want to say in a way that that person can get what you're saying, and then
But look, a lot of times in those situations, if you're avoiding an argument, you know, with this person
they're gonna
where
trip.
this is gonna lead to. So you're like, oh, I ain't doing this today. I woke up on the right side of the bed, and this is not where I want to go. So we'll talk about this another time. Probably when you cool down, maybe you can address the issue. But in the beginning of something, nah. I avoid confrontations. I don't get into all that arguing and all that. That's just beyond me.
Right.
Chris said, Messy Mike got poo thing on the menu. Where your dinner, bitch, boo? Big boo.
Yeah. But um that's kind of all I got on
Okay.
that. Yeah, I mean it just
This was very subtle and very delighting. You know, was helpful. It should help some of us address some issues that maybe we're just withholding from ourselves on
right.
regrets, that we can't regret everything that we've gone through in life. A lot of times our regrets could be something to gain, you know. So
Mm. Yeah, I think this show probably helped some people because I say all the time, if you can't find the good out of it, it's time to let it go. If
yep.
you can't find the good, a
Yep.
lot of people be in relationships that they miserable in, and I think that's just the wrong way to do it. If you miserable, let the other person know. Don't just hold on just cause I've been there so long or whatever. If you're miserable, hit the highway.
Get out.
Hit the highway. Do that short text, please. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hit the road, Jack.
yeah. But I,
Ain't
I think
coming back
I
no
think
more.
I think that would, you know, I think a lot of ladies come up with a little bitterness towards men because they feel like, oh, I stayed with this dude too long and he plugged me up with 3, 4 children.
I
And
know, right?
now I can't get the man I want because he's looking at the 3, 4. But you got to think about, oh, this is for you can get the children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I be trying to tell ladies, tell your children don't make these same mistakes before they start having children. Don't go out here and have 2 babies, then say, I'm looking for a good man. That good man that want children, that probably be the ideal man for you now. He looking at a already made family over here that he don't want to jump into that like that, Or if he jump into it, he got so much friction between them kids and a baby daddy, and then now him, his kids. If he have a child by now, y'all battling. It's just a lot sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So I just think that be the problem sometimes. We probably need to teach the kids to just not get in the already made family thinking we can, because I think you can handle an already made family when you get upper in age a little bit.
when you're mature enough to handle it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in your 40s when the children done got so grown that you ain't got to pacify them or nothing like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like when the children young and they ran this 3 and 5 and 7 age, you still got the baby daddy coming over, and then the kids, you ain't my daddy. You might get into that type of point up in there. I think when a man make it there early, he might be able to mold them kids pretty good. But
yeah.
I think if he make it there too late, if he make it there and the kids 9, 10, it's over.
Ain't
It's
that
over.
the truth?
If they make it around 9 or 10, and you got 2 of them, if you got 2 kids and they ran 9 or 10, they already got their own mind frame. They already don't like him. The one that might like him, only reason they like him because he buy them some, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or he's nice.
And that be the problem. Some of these guys be out here trying to buy folks kids and they still disrespectful to you. I'm like,
But
get
guess what?
that.
They trying to buy the kids, because if they don't buy the kids, then it seems like the kids asking for something and it seems like he don't get it. Now the mama looking at him like, oh, you can't give my kids nothing. It comes off like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you can't get my kids, you can't buy them a Snicker. I know you ain't ready to take care of no bill. Women kind of think like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you might not be giving them something because every store they go in, they gonna want something.
Mm-hmm.
And you might be trying to get them out of this lip, but she don't see it like that. She just see you depriving my child for something he want.
Right.
And it don't cost but 50 cents. Why you can't get my child this 50 cent, this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think women don't look at it through the eyes of men when men be trying to regulate how the kid is doing or something. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to get a bad behavior out of this child before he keep on going, because life ain't big, ain't based off begging and stuff like this. Sometimes you might say, okay, if you go clean this or you go do this, I give you something. And the kids now like, what? I got to do something to get $1. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, a kid would wash your car for $1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At least try.
Right.
Yeah, our kid won't do nothing for $1. Here's
No.
$1.
Right.
You want me to do something for $1? I mean, shoot, he sound like a woman talking to you. So you can give me about $10. You want me to wash your car? So I want you to wash it, vacuum out everything. Okay, I'm just saying. He said, even if his nickname Bo, I'm gonna call him B.
Even if his nickname is Boo, I'm gonna
Oh,
call him B.
I missed that one, didn't it?
He said, Bo, not Boo Bellum. I ain't calling now man Boo. Come on now. I didn't say Boo. I was trying to say the other word. I didn't know what you meant. That's all. Oh, he said, you call him?
His nickname Bo. I'm gonna call him B.
Okay.
I
Your
know
dinner.
dude's
Bibber.
name Bo. I call dude Yeah, I done called dude that his nickname really Bo, but now,
No, he said boo.
yeah, but but I
He
don't
was
know
saying boo.
nobody.
He said if the dude, like for instance,
Yeah,
I have a niece that dated a dude, and I asked him what's his name. He said boo. I'm like boo, like boo what?
like Boo Hoo or whatever.
Right. He said that was his name, boo. Shout out to boo. No hard feelings because I asked him. LaRuben said, life ain't the same, bro. Tell them how we grew up.
Yeah, it ain't the same. I mean, and and like when you grow up and you have certain morals, values, and stuff, and you look around and people kind of like they don't shake a stick, they don't care nothing about this stuff because everything upside down now. Everything that was bad back then is good now. I mean, it
It's
was
feeling
bad.
that way.
It was bad for you to see a tattoo on a person. Now, if you don't see a tattoo on a person, you think something wrong with them. I mean, I've never thought of a day you'll see ladies getting raps, like all over
Sleeves.
the leg.
There's so many women that have tattoo
Right.
sleeves.
And then I don't even see the 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 thing of it. Reason I say I don't see the thing of it because it ain't the fact that sometimes it don't look all right or whatever. It's the
Mhm.
fact that I know women change their mind so quick.
I know, right?
And I'd be
Look, let
like,
me tell
I'd
you.
be
Let
like,
me tell you.
I'd be like, I'd be like, you might like this now, but but oh, boo the boss player as him since we yeah, boo the boss player was a boo. Boo the boss player. But that's how we used to call him though, boo the boss player. I ain't never said no boo. They was
Like
called
like
boo the
Chris
boss
said, I'm
player.
always calling B.
And I just feel like a lot of people just look at stuff and they kind of look at stuff you know totally different than how we came up. And I'm not saying it's bad or good. I just know it's very different. But now kids ain't getting a good, healthy role model. You know, it's like what women are teaching now is sort of like whatever you do, long as you don't hurt nobody, you should be able to do whatever you want to do, long as you ain't hurt nobody. And that ain't how the world really work. So
No,
everything,
they teaching them, go and get the money, go and get the money. That's what they teaching them. Get the
because
money.
because think about this here. Everything women don't like about men, women got to stop and look it in their eyes and realize who raising me. Women are raising me. 80
The
percent.
best way we know how.
We just realized almost it done got almost the 80% of households are ran by single mothers. So if you just got 20 or 25% marriages, that's out here like that, and you got 75%, 75% of women raising the men, then what you got? You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Women don't realize as you ask for equal rights, as the government gonna take stuff away from them, because equal rights mean that we can't give you this hood house if we don't let this man get this hood house. So they ain't gonna get nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like until let me tell you something. Until women really feel what homeless gonna start feeling like, because that's what equal rights should do. If a man can't do this, when women get older and they ain't financially stable, there's gonna be a lot of homeless women out here because
Mhm.
they thought they could make it without a man and everything going up and you need two. And now I seen a woman the other day talking about she got with her friend girl talking about, oh, we life partners now. We ain't sexual partners, but we made an agreement that we life partners. We gonna buy a house together. We gonna live together, and she have her side, I have my side, and everybody was on there like, what's gonna happen when one of y'all wake up one day and want a family and want a man, or this and that. You know what I'm saying?
So
What's
they
gonna
were
happen to
young.
y'all? Yeah, they young, but what's gonna happen to their 20-year, 30-year mortgage when one say, I want a man and
They're
uh
gonna have to sell it and split
sell
the
it.
equity or get out,
Yeah, but
buy
but
each other
but
out, but
don't
they don't
nobody
realize
but,
that.
but don't nobody want to agree to something and then one person be able to bail out on the agreement.
They make subtle decisions too
Yeah,
fast, you know.
yeah, because let me tell you something. Your best friend, people don't realize like this here. Your best friend at 16, 17, 18 might not be your best friend at 30, 31.
You better say that because actually, at one time in my life, I was actually considering getting a house with my then best friend.
Uh-huh.
And we were actually thinking about, like a two side, you have your side interests, I got my side. I was actually considering that.
Yeah.
I had a kid. They didn't have children.
Yeah.
So I was
And people
actually
don't even
thinking that
realize,
maybe.
yeah, people don't realize how hard that stuff is just because they don't take but one bad argument. And now
Right. And it's over
everybody
with.
want, yeah, everybody want to go their own separate. Well, you do be. I mean, are you the one always sitting at the house running the light bill up? You should pay most of the light bill. You be here 70% of the time. That light bill $500. I ain't got no money to be paying. I'm telling you, stuff gonna happen. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? And that's a bad way to fall out with a friendship
It
that would have
is.
been good to put it on bills or try to stay with somebody because I'm gonna tell you, my lifelong dreams ain't never been to have a roommate for the rest of my life. That ain't never been my lifelong dream. I would rather get one of them little small houses. You know, I be talking them little miniature house. I would rather stay in one of them if I was doing bad or something. Other than trying to get me a roommate for the rest of my life, I'd rather be able to pick up my house and move it over here, or
Well,
get one.
like them little miniature houses like that. You remember when Hurricane Katrina came in,
Right.
going the coastway, certain parts of Highway 49, you can see those little miniature houses. Yeah, I would rather do that too than get caught up in, it's bad enough trying to do business with friends. People fall out all the time over money.
I'm gonna I'm gonna answer that question, but I ain't gonna read your question, but I'm gonna answer it. But I feel like it's a choice, but I do feel like um, some people were born more with it in them to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? Like some people like you can grow up in the wrong environment and it will push you this way. Like say you grow up in a household where you just around your mama, your and
That don't make you that word.
no, I'm saying no, I understand, but I'm saying you grow up, but it's sometimes it's in the way you treated growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like say if you were treated harsh by your sisters, you might go a different way. Say you treated very nice by your sisters, it might bring you closer to that kind of side. Like even when I watched that movie, what that is, the P Valley thing, when they was showing how he kind of became who he is, and he used to go to the club.
Because he idle after what he's been
His trauma,
exposed to.
right? He exposed to it. And that's what it is. You're not born like this, but I think
Mhm.
you be exposed to stuff at a young age would change your mind because they say you are who you are by the age of 7. And I do believe that. I do believe by the time you're at the age of 7, you are who you are. You might change later, but you are who you are in basic things. Like I done seen people maybe, might get something happened to them later on in life that affected them real bad, and stuff like that, and changed them how they think or whatever. But I think most people are who they are, by the age of 7. So that's why I feel like it's so good. It's so what's the name to really um have young good role models early in your life, and it's also good to have a daddy in your life to the age of 7, real closely. So you'll have a mimic because that same thing, when I be talking about lines and other things, people emulate what they see. So these lines, if they just got lines around, they don't see a male lion that they can look, oh, he look like me. Oh, look how he moves. Look how he, walk. Look how he, you know what I'm saying? They emulate what they see. You feel what I'm saying? So if all you around is a certain little image without being able to be around another image, you might what's name?
Well, just like you had made the statement earlier about people making decisions based on what society wants.
Mm,
So you have this inner desire to be a certain type of way, but you can't tell your family about this. You're
mm,
dealing with society. Like if this is something you choose to be a part of,
right.
these are things people like have like hidden secrets. Then that's when they step off and be on the down low to enjoy what they feel like they want as people because they know all the time, not necessarily society, it could be your job society wise, but most families doesn't accept things like that, and
And
they
I
will
don't
go
think
against the
and I
person.
don't think I don't think it's a lot of judgmental like it was when I was growing up. I think people are more open and honestly can be who they want to be now more than ever before. You ain't really got no because basically the world revolves. Is no they blocking all roads to keeping a person hidden about what they want to be. So I
Hmm.
don't think people because like even when I go to the gym now, and I mean like stuff that I feel like would have bothered me 20 years ago don't bother me now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
feel like that come with maturity and really honoring how other people want to live their life. Let them live their life, live your
hmm,
life. Boom, you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And I ain't even worried about what you do because I used to think like this here. Back in the day when I used to see dudes wanting to be a certain way, I'd be like, oh, that's more for me. It's just like a person that if you go to an ice cream shop and everybody like vanilla, but you like chocolate. Oh, give me all this chocolate over here. Okay,
Oh
player.
Lord.
Don't eat up all that vanilla. But I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that's how, like, like, like men are sometimes when they think about stuff. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in our generation, yep. I think most was in the closet, but I think now it showed, yep. Because I see a lot of dudes that was back then that done changed and everything.
Dwayne
Uh-oh.
said if a man addicted to drugs, you might can get him help. But if he on that D, don't think there's rehab for that. Oh, Father God.
Ah! Hey, Dwayne, like I said, we say every time. I think we cousins. Someone like it's no rehab once you done cross over. But I mean, how do you say? I'm delivered. I'm just saying. So I mean, like we make fun and stuff like that, but I mean, like I say, I mean, hey, I done made it a point. You know, I'm like I'm kind of like a Farrakhan. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't condone it for myself, but I still love all my people regardless of what they choose to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I feel like we should be able to say, I don't do it. And it should be all right that we can say we don't do it. But if you do it, that's fine with you. Birds of a feather flock together. We might not
That's true.
hang like that, but you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't looking for the same thing. So if I'm an alligator, I eat meat, you're a deer, and you eat grass, don't expect me to hang with you, but we cool.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I just feel like that on this. So I don't have no beef. No, I don't have no beef. So what you got? That's about it.
that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I enjoyed everybody, man. The Ruben, Dwayne, all my boys come through, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? My boy Mike here around somewhere licking on something. I mean, eating something healthy.
He said dinner.
And my boy Chris jumped on the show, making it what's his name, and Mr. Um, Watts. Yeah, just shots out to everybody that joined. JJ, um, Chelsea, and all these people, Alicia, Miss Jones, Marcus, the other Marcus, Rhonda, all these folks that joined the show and did a good job. Good job. We will. And don't forget to tell them one more time about
Don't
Miss
forget to
Friday.
like, share, and
No,
subscribe.
Miss Friday's
Oh
earring.
yeah, Wendy Friday, Shundazzle on Instagram. She make these puffball earrings, ladies. Support black business.
Ooh, now I do feel like that too.
Yep,
Dwayne.
Dwayne said, "Phil, men should be honest with
Yep,
women. If they go both ways, give a woman the choice."
yep,
And there are some women that doesn't care,
yep.
but there are some
I
that
done
are legitimately
seen
concerned. Don't let them find
one,
out the
but like
hard
what's her name be coming on our show. She don't say she don't care. I believe deep down, a lot of women say they don't care, but they do.
way. Yeah,
I mean,
you
yeah,
need to care. Be
women can.
concerned.
Yeah, women can say they don't care, but I'm not going for that. I'm not
All
going
right.
for that because women, it's just like anything. Even women sometimes that don't like men, they still like a woman that act like a man. So it's still you still kind of like a
You
little
just got your
element.
soft dude.
Right, you still want that. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what they do. I'm gonna tell you this, and this gonna be my last joke for the night. I'm gonna tell you what women do sometimes. I'm gonna tell you what women do. They sometimes, you know, I done seen a woman one time. She get with another woman sometime because they feel like they can they can beat that woman tail. They feel like that if they get into it with this woman, they got a chance of winning. So sometimes that is more attractive to some women. Somebody they with, they might be able to win every now and then, especially if they get the right lick in first.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying. But see, like with a man, sometimes she knows she ain't gonna win. Even if she get a couple of licks in first, he gonna be like, "Go on there." Uh-oh. Yeah. She said what Keith said, that part.
I care. I don't want no man that want a man. Cut
Right.
from a different cloth. So true.
Right. So I feel like you have ladies that will change and do something different. But like I said, even studs don't date studs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's put it just like this: studs don't date studs. So why do we feel like women, if they want them, if they don't want a man, they still want somebody to kind of take that manly role. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
They want that meat with a heartbeat, ain't it, man?
Hey, like like a lot of ladies like even because guess what? What would some studs do without a strap on? See, a lot of women want that thrust, want that certain thing. So if they wasn't able to do that, if it wasn't no dildos around, what would be happening?
It would be a
Right,
struggle for them.
right.
It ain't that much eating in the world.
I'm telling you, man. So I mean, if it wasn't for battery operated toys, this
Oh
would be a
wow.
whole nother world we live in.
Oh
Think
wow.
about it. It got more, what's name as the toys got better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, my lad. That was my last little joke for the night. And then so I won't get banned like Mr. Tate. I'm I'm sure they already banned old Pope Andrew Tate off every platform. They even banned him from his own platforms. I
Oh
mean,
wow.
no, I'm just saying. You just Google up Andrew Tate name, it's like he banned from everywhere. All right, man.
We got Amber alerts going on.
No, man. All right. Well, all I can say is it was a good show, and
Yes.
sometimes you got to go out just like you came in.
That part. Send it off.
It was a nice show. We'll see y'all back here next week. Next Mondays and Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. Be here or be square. Trying to get that thing hooping, jumping, all that old good stuff. Oh, yeah.
He said Frank Melton.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, look at you.
Look, in the words of rest in peace, that, my friend, is what?
The bottom line. Peace out. See y'all next week.
Good night, everybody.